coaching pods. What's the benefit of a coaching pod and how do I sign up? How do I use them? So I know that this has started long before I got here. So we'd love to hear, how they started, what they are, and how you think coaches could benefit.
Yeah, so coaching pods are great. So they, to sign up for a coaching pod, I would say contact support@coachtrainingedu.com. Coaching pods are exclusive to our coaches in our community and our alumni. So it's, if you're curious about Coach Training EDU and you're like, what is this? I don't know, maybe I need to sign up. Here's a benefit when you sign up that you get, and coaching pods are a really big deal. So coaching pods provide a coach an opportunity to be able to coach outside of their class to gain practice with coaching, and also potential bartered hours or paid hours for their ICF client log. And so we partner people in coaching pods once a quarter, and we partner people depending on the course that they've been in. So if you've been in an academic program, we'll likely partner you with somebody else that's been in an academic program. We're looking at time zones. Since we are a global community, we have people all over the world that we are connecting, so we'll consider time zones to be able to connect people. There's typically about like 3 to 6 people in a coaching pod, and we take the signups, we form the pods, and we say, go for it. And then we allow the coaches and the pods to connect. So some people meet as a group, and they do breakout rooms, and they coach all together. Some people meet one-on-one with the coaches that are in their coaching pods to be able to gain more hours. And so it's a really great opportunity to practice what you're learning in a really safe space, because you have other coaches who are doing it as well with you and learning and growing. We're always learning and growing, for the record. So if you're an alumni coaching pod, it's great too. But a safe space to learn. It's also a great opportunity to just network and get to know other coaches in our community. We can get so tight with our classes and the people that are in our class, which is incredible. But we also have hundreds of amazing people that are a part of our community. So it provides coaches an opportunity to be able to connect with people outside of their class, build friendships, build networking, and be able to learn from each other too on how are they bringing their coaching into their current position, or what are they, how are they building their business, what's working for them, what's not. So there's a collaborative piece as well for that. And then, like I mentioned earlier, there's also an opportunity to put bartered hours on a coaching client log. So to apply for the International Coaching Federation credentialing, you do need to have 100 client log hours at your base level. We could go into all the other details, but we're not going to, of client log hours. But the 100 client log hours, there's a certain percentage of it that does need to be paid hours, and they can be bartered hours with another coach. And so we're going to encourage you to get out of the community and coach, but coaching pods provide a really great opportunity for you to be able to start to build upon your coaching ability and your client log as well.
That's a really excellent explanation for coaching pods. I know a couple of the coaches in my classes have gone through coaching pods or have gotten together with other people in coaching pods, and the feedback I've gotten is really strong. A couple of highlights maybe to sort of give folks an idea of exactly what we're talking about. Couple of folks that I know, like, it's a good way to find people for referrals. So because we group people based on, academic with academic, there's still niches within those specializations, right? So what's nice is, like, if you're working with college students for job preparation, but someone else is working with college students for grad school preparation, if a client comes to you and they're one or the other, you can have a referral for that other person. So it's a nice way to, like Ashley said, network, but also build that referral program for your coaching business, which is really nice. And then I just know a couple of my coaches also mentioned, learning, like the learning that they got and seeing, you get so used to the coaching styles of the people in your class, and it's really beautiful and great because you get a chance to practice with everyone. But then having that extra perspective of getting coached and being coached, or being coached and coaching a completely different person, but who's also a coach, brings with it a nice little learning curve that I think a lot of coaches really appreciate. So just a couple of the benefits that the coaches I've worked with have mentioned from doing them.
Those are excellent points, Britt. Yeah. Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, it is something different when because we get so comfortable in our class and with the coaches in it, which again is like this incredible thing. But when we get to coach somebody outside of that, it kind of gives you that little like, ooh, what am I doing here? One thing I do want to add to this too, I really want to encourage coaches to, anytime that you're coaching, even a coach outside of your class, still design the alliance with them. So if you're hopping into a coaching pod or you get connected through Power Hour, which we'll talk about here in a second, or something you're coaching somebody outside of class, highly encourage you to do a design the alliance session with them before you start coaching. Even, I mean, if Britt and I were to coach each other, we know each other pretty well, but a coach-client relationship is going to look different. And so it would be really important for us to be able to design that together so we can meet each other in the best way possible and not go in with assumptions just because she's a coach. She's going to know what kind of client I am, or because I'm a coach, vice versa. So just encourage that too. That piece is a really big deal.
Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. You're absolutely right, though. Not making those assumptions is going to be important.